The city never sleeps. It is a living, breathing entity, pulsating with life and energy at all hours. The streets are always alive, filled with the sounds of footsteps, conversations, and the hum of engines. Neon lights flicker, casting a colorful glow on the faces of passers-by. It thrums with a chaotic energy, a relentless rhythm that never ceases. The city is a symphony of movement, where every person plays a part, contributing to the grand orchestra of urban life. The traffic flows like a river, sometimes smooth, sometimes turbulent, but always moving. A symphony of car horns and distant sirens fills the air, creating a soundtrack that is both familiar and ever-changing. The city is a place of contrasts, where the noise of the streets is punctuated by moments of unexpected silence, like a brief pause in a never-ending song. Among the millions, two souls found each other, Emily and Daniel. In the midst of the urban chaos, their paths crossed and a connection was made. It was as if fate had brought them together, two stars aligning in the vast galaxy of the city. Their love story began like a whisper, soft and tender amidst the urban roar. They found solace in each other's company, a quiet refuge from the bustling world around them. Their moments together were like precious gems, rare and beautiful, shining brightly in the darkness. He was captivated by her beauty, her laughter echoing like wind chimes in his ears. Her presence was a melody that brought harmony to his life, a song that he never wanted to end. She, in turn, was drawn to his strength, finding comfort and safety in his embrace. She was drawn to his strength, a safe harbor in the storm of the city. Together they navigated the complexities of urban life, finding joy in the simple moments and strength in each other's support. Their love was a beacon, guiding them through the maze of the city. But even the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. The city, with all its beauty and vibrancy, also held secrets and challenges. The same streets that brought them together could also pull them apart, as the pressures of city life began to weigh on their relationship. And in those shadows, their love story would unravel. The city that had once been their playground became a labyrinth of misunderstandings and missed connections. Yet, even in the darkest moments, the memory of their love remained, a flickering light in the vast expanse of the city. Emily was a vision. Her long dark hair cascaded down her back like a silken waterfall. Eyes, the color of warm honey, held a depth that hinted at secrets untold. She moved with an effortless grace, a delicate flower pushing through concrete. Men's eyes followed her wherever she went, their gazes filled with longing and envy. But Emily only had eyes for Daniel, or so it seemed. Beneath the surface, a storm brewed, a haunting from her past that threatened to tear them apart. Daniel was a man of few words, his love expressed through actions rather than poetry. He was a rock, steadfast and unwavering in his devotion to Emily. His love for her was a consuming fire, warming the coldest corners of his heart. He lived to see her smile, to feel her touch. But Daniel carried a darkness within him too, a seed of insecurity planted by past heartbreaks. This seed, nurtured by the ghosts of Emily's past, would blossom into a monster. Emily carried a heavy heart. The weight of her sorrow was almost palpable, a constant companion that shadowed her every step. She often found herself wandering through the park, seeking solace in the quiet rustle of leaves and the gentle ripple of the lake. It was here, amidst the serene beauty of nature, that she felt closest to him. The memory of her former love, a passionate artist who had tragically passed away, lingered like a ghost in her life. His presence was felt in every brushstroke of a painting, every photograph that captured their fleeting moments of happiness. Emily would often sit for hours, gazing at the picture in her locket, lost in the memories of their time together. She spoke of him often, her voice filled with a mixture of sorrow and longing. To her friends, she would recount tales of their adventures, the laughter they shared, and the dreams they had woven together. Each story was a thread in the tapestry of her past, a past that she could not let go of, no matter how much it hurt. Each story, each memory, chipped away at Daniel's confidence, fueling the embers of jealousy smoldering within him. He watched from a distance, his heart aching with a mix of love and frustration. The more Emily clung to her past, the more he felt like an outsider in her life, a mere shadow compared to the vibrant memory of her lost love. He longed to be her only, to erase the past and paint their future together. Daniel dreamed of a life where Emily's eyes sparkled with joy for him alone, where their shared moments would be free from the haunting shadows of her former love. He wanted to create new memories, ones that would outshine the old and bring her the happiness she deserved. But the past had a way of clinging on, its tendrils reaching out from the grave. The memories of her lost love were like ghosts, haunting the corners of her mind and the depths of her heart. Emily's visits to the graveyard were a testament to the love that had once been, a love that refused to be forgotten. As she stood by the old gravestone, she knew that moving on would be a battle, one that she wasn't sure she could win. Jealousy, a serpent coiled in Daniel's heart, began to rear its ugly head. He saw phantom rivals in every corner, imagined whispers of infidelity in the wind. Emily's casual mentions of her past love became daggers to his soul. He grew possessive, demanding to know her every move, every thought. His love, once a warm embrace, transformed into a suffocating grip. Emily felt the change in Daniel. His love, once a source of comfort and joy, now felt heavy, suffocating. She yearned for the freedom to breathe, to be herself without the constant scrutiny of his jealous gaze. She tried to reassure him, to soothe his fears, but the monster within him only grew stronger. Their once shared laughter was replaced by tense silences, their loving embraces with cold shoulders. The walls of their love, once built on trust and understanding, were crumbling under the weight of suspicion and doubt. One fateful night, fueled by alcohol and a venomous cocktail of jealousy and rage, Daniel confronted Emily. Accusations flew like poisoned darts, piercing the heart of their dying love. Tears streamed down Emily's face, a reflection of her broken heart and his shattered soul. In a fit of blind rage, Daniel lashed out, his hands once symbols of love and protection, now instruments of destruction. The city lights flickered outside their window, oblivious to the tragedy unfolding within. The sirens wailed, their piercing cries echoing the agony in Emily's heart. She had never imagined that a night like this would come, where the love she once cherished would lead to such a tragic end. The city lights blurred through her tears, each flash of red and blue a reminder of the chaos that had unfolded. Daniel watched in horror, the gravity of his actions crashing down upon him. He had been consumed by a jealousy so fierce that it clouded his judgment, turning love into possession and affection into obsession. The realization of what he had done was a weight too heavy to bear, and he stood paralyzed, unable to move or speak. The love he had so fiercely clung to, the love he had tried to possess and control, lay lifeless at his feet. Emily, who had once been the light of his life, was now a tragic figure in a story marred by his own insecurities and fears. He knelt beside her, his mind racing back to the moments they had shared, now tainted by the darkness of his jealousy. Jealousy, a venomous serpent, had consumed him whole, leaving behind only ashes of regret and the bitter taste of despair. It slithered into his heart, poisoning his thoughts and actions, until there was nothing left but destruction. The aftermath was a scorched landscape of what once was, a testament to the destructive power of unchecked emotions. In the end, it wasn't her past love that destroyed them, but his own untamed demons. The battles he fought were not with Emily, but within himself. His reflection in the window showed a man broken by his own hand, a solitary figure in a park where they once walked together, now haunted by memories of what could have been. The deserted street echoed his loneliness, a path he had carved out of his own fears and insecurities. The city, ever indifferent to the plight of lovers, continued its relentless hum, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of unchecked jealousy. The bustling streets and towering buildings stood as silent witnesses to countless stories of love and loss, each one a thread in the complex tapestry of human emotion. As the city moved on, Daniel was left to grapple with the reality of his actions, a poignant reminder that in the grand scheme of things, love must be nurtured with trust and understanding, lest it be consumed by the flames of jealousy.